We are a very rich country with a lot of poor people. The challenge in our country is delivering. And Akshaya Patra has provided a demonstrating model of how it can be done.
15% of our entire team is specially able. They are really extraordinary, and I think the initiative and the commitment that they've shown to the business has been far, far higher than a lot of us.
It is shocking to see how poverty forces many patients to skip meals during cancer treatment. It is heartbreaking.
He wanted us to join together and do something for the catchments. We decided to form a society and do whatever is possible.
If we can provide some skills to the villagers, if we can provide some value addition as far as the agriculture produce is concerned, if we can provide marketing to the milk, then our income of the rural areas will increase manifold.
Courage and good work that inspire us all. If you've had your fill of bad news this week, time for stories of people who carry a lot of good karma on India Positive. Hello and welcome. I am Karma Palja. First, let's talk about my favorite subject, food. Yes, and an organization that ensures children in government schools across 9 states get a hearty lunch. The Akshaya Patra Foundation just served their billionth meal in August. Our correspondent Abir VP, who also specializes in finishing anything that's cooked, was only happy to file this story.
For the past 12 years, Akshaya Patra Foundation has served cooked food to nearly 14 lakh children in government schools across the country. And now it has reached an important milestone. The foundation just served its billionth meal this August. From a very modest beginning, the foundation now covers most government schools in 9 states across the country.
We are a very rich country with a lot of poor people. That's the sad part of it. Our government has very good programs, very good leaders, well thought out leaders, and a huge outlay of budgets. But the challenge in our country is delivering. And Akshaya Patra has provided a demonstrating model of how it can be done with a group of people, well-meaning people, working with the government.
Now even as students increase and volumes expand, Akshaya Patra Foundation has not lost sight of its core principle, serving tasty and nutritious food to children.
Daily chana barutte ide best. School tarad best. You the best.
And to celebrate this grand milestone of its billionth meal, the foundation got music director Shankar Mahadevan and lyricist Javed Akhtar to compose a theme track for them.
I think with everybody's support, with us, with the power of music here, we have a young team over here. Their average age is about 22, 23. And we're all here to support the cause. We are going to spread it like anything. We're going to possibly dub this song that you've heard in every possible language.
Akshaya Patra now hopes that in some years the country will have food security and people won't need the support of such foundations. But till then, they'll continue providing healthy food to many more underprivileged children from across the country. In Bangalore, Abir VP.
And we spoke to the chairman of the Akshaya Patra Foundation, Chanchalpati Dasa, and asked him, the organization has been working for over 12 years. How did it all start?
Patra began in the year 2000. And when we began the program, we did not have an idea that it is going to become so big. We had a very modest kind of an objective. We just thought that we should cook good food and provide to children in government schools, where mostly families, underprivileged families, send their children to. And we wanted to help these children have good food, do well in their studies. And that's how it started, feeding 1,500 children in 5 schools in the year 2000. And over the last few years, the program has been growing. We received a lot of requests from other schools in Bangalore, and then we had to set up a large kitchen to feed 30,000 children. That was our first step after we started, and even that was quite daunting for us to feed 30,000 children, and somehow it has been growing, and today we are feeding about 1.4 million children, 14 lakh children in 9 states in 18 locations.
A question really on funding. Is it difficult? You do get some government help.
Somewhere around the year 2003, the government policies began to change. We could not have done it all by ourselves. And post 2003, the government has been funding the program, and we work in partnership with the state and the central governments. And that is how we get about 60% of the running costs. And so we have to raise money for the balance 40%, and also for setting up of our centralized kitchens, we have to raise money from public. So it's like a government program, government support, along with civic citizens participation, corporates participation. So it's been a wonderful public-private initiative in social development program.
And there's certainly room for more support to the Akshaya Patra Foundation serving their billionth meal. To Rajasthan now, schemes by corporates as a part of their social responsibility is looked at with some skepticism. But a program run by a farmer giant to eradicate poverty in some villages around Bharatpur by 2015 seems to have started on the right note, reports Mike Sangma, who visited the villages there.
In 5 years, Shyam Kishore's life has changed, and all for the better. Starting with 300 chicks in a small shed, the 30-year-old is now the proud owner of 5 poultry farms.
पैसा नहीं आता था, साल भर में एक ही बार पैसा आता था, हमारे खेती का काम था, और अब हर महीने पैसे आते हैं अपने खर्चा के लिए.
It's the same story for Lokesh. With a little help from Lupin Foundation, Lokesh started his bee farm with just 10 boxes of bees 6 years back. Today he is as busy as his bees, thanks to the corporate unit's rural upliftment programs.
तो 2001 में मैंने काम शुरू किया, तो मैंने 10 पेटी ली, तो मुझे धीरे धीरे बढ़ाकर मैंने आज 180 पेटी कर ली.
60-year-old Sohan Singh has also reaped the benefits of Lupin's corporate social responsibility. From being a small-time farmer, he and his family now earn rupees 25,000 per month.
लुपिन ने हमारा काम गोद लिया. पहले मैं गांव में रहता था, फिर लुपिन ने गांव गोद लिया, तो मैंने फिर ये दूध का काम शुरू किया 1 लीटर से.
Different faces, but the same story. The initiative taken by the Lupin Foundation is bringing about a gradual transformation in the villages of Bharatpur in Rajasthan. A part of $1.3 billion pharma company under the leadership of Dr. Deshbandhu Gupta, Lupin Foundation acts as a catalyst by providing sustainable linkages between the government, the rural households and the market.
If we can provide some skills to the villagers, if we can provide some value addition as far as the agriculture produce is concerned, if we can provide marketing to the milk, or we can provide some this milk processing, then our income of the rural areas will increase manifold.
With self-help groups for women in order, Lupin hopes to make Bharatpur India's first poverty-free district by 2015.
Many corporates pay lip service to CSR, but often it takes more than just a lip service to really make it happen. This is one of the finest examples of how India Inc. can contribute to making this country an inclusive growth story. With video journalist Narendra Singh in Bharatpur, Rajasthan, this is Mike Sangma.
Facebook.com/CNN IBN-India Positive.com is where you can connect and share your stories of positive change. With that, go into a short break, but ahead, a Kerala postman lost his sister to cancer. Today, he, along with mails, delivers hope to those who are poor and cannot afford cancer treatment. Also at how hearing impaired staff are providing an edge to big businesses by their enterprise. Here with India Positive to Kerala now, where a postman is delivering hope to hundreds of poor cancer patients who cannot afford treatment. Babu, who lost his sister to the disease 7 years ago, runs an organization that supports them.
Ordinary people can do extraordinary things. And 56-year-old Babu is the true recipient of this adage. A postman by profession, Babu also saves lives of many cancer patients. He, along with some of his well-wishers, started Santvanam Charitable Society in 2007. The society arranges meals for poor cancer patients and also organizes free cancer diagnosis camps. Babu came up with this idea after he lost his sister Florence to cancer 7 years ago.
It is shocking to see how poverty forces many patients to skip meals during cancer treatment. Though the government offers a 20% discount in treatment expenses to BPL citizens at the regional cancer center, many can't afford the treatment or eat food during treatment. It is heartbreaking.
Initially, each member contributed towards the society. Then, money poured in from various other sources as more and more people became aware of the good work done by the organization. Now, wherever the society manages to collect large sums of money, they organize functions to donate it. Last June, 100 below poverty line cancer patients received 3,000 rupees each. The society also donates 25,000 rupees every quarter to Regional Cancer Center.
And he wanted us to join together and do something for the recipients. We decided to form a society and do whatever is possible.
My wife needs to undergo chemotherapy once in a month. I am a laborer who gets daily wages. Only due to the help that we get from organizations like Santvanam, I am able to treat her.
It's difficult to spare ₹1,000 every month for treatment. With the amount I receive today, I can buy medicines for the next 3 months.
People from different classes of society, from IAS officers to labourers, have joined hands to form Santvanam Charitable Society. The person who joined the dots is Postman Babu. He now wants to reach out to families who have lost their only earning member to cancer. In Thiruvananthapuram, Dakshina Muralidharan.
Now to a tiny section of our society, we always forget, not intentionally of course, those who are hearing impaired certainly face challenges. When we went to interview them, my sound recordist out of habit went up to mic up my interviewee without even realizing that he could not speak. He did not of course mean to be insensitive, but it's just that so few of us understand the world of silence. Some companies who are hiring them have realized that they are excellent at what they learn.
This Costa outlet in South Delhi's Green Park is quieter than the other cafes. There's comparatively less noise as people behind the counter can neither speak nor hear. 5 years ago, the RG Group began employing such hearing impaired people at KFC and Costa outlets. Today, 145 such employees have made a mark for themselves, thanks to the growing corporate social responsibility.
Today, if you look at the store level staff, 15% of our entire team is specially abled. They are really extraordinary, and I think they have the output and the initiative and the commitment that they've shown to the business has been far, far higher than a lot of us.
The determination to prove they are no different makes them more loyal and enthusiastic. Someone like Mr. Devendra has been working with Shangri-La at the bell desk, and his seniors feel that he's as competent as any other staff.
They are in bell desk, they are in security, scanning baggages of all the guests who come in, they are in laundry. So the idea is not just to make them employment ready in Shangri-La, but employment ready in the hotel industry.
A host of NGOs have helped them become a part of mainstream society by teaching them vocational skills for employment. In the past 7 years, the Noida Deaf Society has helped over 196 people find jobs.
Here, all our IT programs are certified. 60% of our kids are working in the hospitality and retail industry. The employer comes back and say, hey, we are hiring again. We'd like 2 more people in this profile here.
Starting at 10 to 15,000 rupees at the entry level, the hearing impaired staff at a place like Costa are carving out a niche for themselves. And increasingly, the corporate groups too seem to be taking a step towards building this union. With camera person Raju Khatri in New Delhi, Samya Kapoor.
So I've decided to learn sign language at the Noida Deaf Society. You can do that too. This is the best part of the show because I get to toss to myself. Only on India Positive Karma is with some special guests, aren't you? Yes, Karma. In fact, I'm at one of those establishments who hires people trained at the Noida Deaf Society. Tamim is back there waiting for me. I'll speak to him. Hello. So we're now joined by Ruma Roka of the Noida Deaf Society. She's helping train and of course get all these children employment at various places. It certainly must have been very, very challenging, isn't it? How difficult is it to convince corporates to take these kids in and make them work in their places?
Yes, it is. That is one of our key challenge areas, is to convince the corporate that this is an able workforce. So yes, it takes a lot of sensitization. We have a structured process where we meet the corporates, the HODs, the managers, the leadership, tell them about the deaf community, explain to them what sign language means and where the deaf people can work as a value add.
Right, of course there's a lot of noise here because all the coffee making and great smell, but for sign language, I don't have to really, I can ignore all the sounds around me. It's really peaceful, I can say that. So if I have to ask him, are you happy? How do I ask him? I can learn sign language. Yeah, okay.
You.
Happy.
At your work.
At your work.
Yes. Okay. He's saying it's all done. I'm happy. All the people are good.
And this is the sign for Costa Coffee. At Costa Coffee, how's the team? The team?
Yes. The Costa team is good. I can see all the people, they're all busy. 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 6:30, it opens. I'm the only one here. I meet and make sure that all the tables are put together in order. And I make sure the coffee, the machine is all set right for the day's work.
So he's an expert. How do I tell him that he's an expert?
Saying, wow, you are special knowledge.
Okay.
You work good, special knowledge
and
about your work.
About your work.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's really good.
He's happy to hear that.
Okay, so at this point you need more help. You need more people to understand their needs and get them employed. So what would be your appeal to the various people who are around?
I would say, see, we would never know if things will work unless we don't take the first step. So this is a request to, there's so many areas where deaf people can work and as productive employees. I would hope that corporates would get in touch with us.
Here's the helpline if you indeed want to employ some of them and reach out to this part of the society which is sidelined. We've got their website down. NoidaDeafSociety.org is their website. Ruma_Roka@hotmail.com is the email ID that you can write to. The numbers also, and info@NoidaDeafSociety.org. Of course, the number 9811643244. You can also, of course, log on to our Facebook page, CNN IBN-India Positive, and get those details there. With that, from me, it's back to you, Karma, in the studio. So do share your stories of honesty, courage and good work and write in to us at editor@ibnlive.com. Well, from the entire team, as they say in sign language, it's a goodbye from us, but we have our final image of the day. What way to end India Positive show than by hailing Girish Hoshangara Gowda, who made us proud. He got a silver in the men's high jump event at the recently held London Paralympics.
It was my dream also, so today I done, so I made something. I'm very happy now.